Hi, I'm here with Rena Sally Hartman, one half of Monster, the electro pop duo.
Yeah.
That'd be accurate.
Well, band. Yeah.
Band, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you're very welcome to the sound feed.
Thanks.
You're only together working as a team since about October last year, 2014,
Yeah.
and you've had many successes in that time.
Yeah.
How did yourself and Mick, the guitarist, get together as a duo?
Yeah. So Mick has been he's been writing songs for a long while, and he kind of went through a bunch of different singers and different projects, and but he doesn't sing. He just writes songs.
Yeah.
So we were out in Stag's Head one night, and he was saying that he was looking for a singer. And I said, oh, I could give your tunes a go.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I don't think songwriters can give other songwriters tunes justice.
Yeah.
So I got a bit belligerent and was adamant
Yeah.
that I could.
Yeah.
And proved him wrong, basically. We got together the next day after a bet and tried out the tunes, and it went really well. And it's kind of
excellent. So
been going since there.
Mick was kind of shocked at how well everything went and
Yeah.
got on board from that point on.
Yeah, I think he was really looking for a standalone singer before then. But then we kind of got into a good rhythm of, him songwriting and me giving feedback and, collaborating much more.
Yeah, and I've seen that you've perhaps slightly tongue-in-cheek described your music as somewhere between love and hate, and I think in one place I saw murder. Yeah. I get the love angle, and what's coming from the other side?
Yeah, Mick keeps writing these songs that are somewhere between about murdering people you love, and that kind of balance between when you want something and you're not sure if you want it because it's good for you, if you want it because it's bad, and I don't know. We always try and get that, that sweet and sour balance in songs. We're always kind of trying to get that perfect mix.
So that's probably where one of the first songs that you released, Assassins, came
Assassin,
from.
Yeah.
And you had various kind of music videos for that were based on films, like there was Kill Bill and Sin City.
Yeah. And what was the third one? Oh, the Bond Girls. I love the Bond Girls one. Yeah.
And was it who put together the actual videos? Because the editing works quite well with the scenes from the
it's brilliant.
The films.
A guy called Sean, who's kind of a friend of Mick's. He heard our music one time, and he's a video editor and a director, and he just was really into them and really thought they were these would go great with Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
So we went with it. And then when he did the first few, I was like, they're deadly.
Yeah.
And then I'm the Bond Girl fan. I was like, I want a Bond Girl one. And he's like, okay.
I want some input here.
Yeah.
And that the Assassins was particularly successful in terms of views and streams it got online.
Yeah, we put it up on Spotify and got I think at the moment it's 170,000 streams or something, but it's going up about 500 a day. At the time we were a brand new band. Literally all we had was a Facebook page. We had no promo, we had no videos. I mean, there's those homemade videos, but no official videos. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then after that, the next kind of probably even more unexpected was the Christmas in Liverpool single that you did, obviously just before Christmas.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell us what happened?
Yeah, well, we didn't actually record it around Christmas. We recorded it in June, and it was a tune Mick wrote called Friday Night in Liverpool, and he's a huge Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
And he says whenever he's gets that that feeling when you're alone in a city and kind of feeling down, that you'll never walk alone, that it really brings him solace and comfort. And not in a cheesy way, he genuinely says that it makes you feel better. So he wrote Friday Night in Liverpool, all about that feeling of you're never alone if you're in a city, and if you've got your people around you. And then we were in the studio recording it, and it was getting that nighttime cold in a city, and it gradually got more and more fairy tale of New York Christmas vibe. And so we were like, let's make this Christmas song. And anyway, so Mick sent it in a copy to Liverpool Football Club. And he had no connections or anything. He literally sent a CD to the Liverpool in the post to Liverpool Football Club at Anfield or whatever. And the stadium announcer in Anfield loves it, and he plays it at all their home matches over Christmas. And he says he's going to keep playing it.
That's amazing. Every Christmas that comes.
And he's asked for more music. He really likes Assassin. So fingers crossed.
Great, and I think Mick had a couple of interviews with the local papers over there, like the Liverpool Echo, and
BBC Merseyside and stuff.
So that was amazing. And so now in the more recent times, now you were in a competition to play Electric Picnic.
Yeah.
And you succeeded.
Yes, we'll be at the picnic.
Monster are going to Electric Picnic.
Yeah, September 5th.
Yes.
Yeah, in Oxjam tent. I'm not sure what time yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out. And would this be your first festival playing as Monster?
No, we played Canalphonic as well.
Yeah.
That was great fun, actually.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed Canalphonic. Yeah, it's a brilliant festival. It's brand new.
Yeah, it was very, very good. I enjoyed that night myself. It was like Abner Brown's kind of organising the whole thing, and he did an amazing job, and I think the Dublin City Council, so it was a big party atmosphere, you know.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
And good vibes. They treated the musicians really well.
Yeah.
As well. You know, you really felt part of it. You didn't feel.
Yeah. Well, you didn't feel. I think like it was a favour, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I think he puts a big emphasis on anything he runs with like that. But and so you also is it October you've got your debut EP coming out?
Yeah, October 23rd, Upstairs in Whelan's, releasing the EP.
Yeah.
We're not sure, it's either going to be called Assassin or The City's Ours. I'm not sure. And we've got a video coming out for Assassin, a proper video.
Great.
That's official, that isn't using Quentin Tarantino's brilliant movies.
Yeah.
And
you're not, neither of you reenacting any scenes from Tarantino films?
No. Actually, the video was made by a guy, Antonio, who's brilliant. Did the last two De Laurentiis videos as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we really loved his De Laurentiis videos. And we were chatting to him, and he came up with cool.
It's all under wraps.
It's under wraps, exactly.
We'll have to wait and see.
It's cool.
Yeah, and when's the video itself going to be?
I can't remember. Soon.
Yeah.
Great.
And on the EP, obviously you've mentioned Assassins, will there be any other tracks that you've released previously that we know of on the EP, or will they be like 3 brand new ones?
I don't think so, no. It's we're debating whether there'll be 4 or 5 songs on the EP. Assassin will be on there. You're My Fix, which a few people have heard, but it's not officially released yet.
Yeah.
And then 2 brand new songs that we're just in the process of mastering right now. One of them, The City's Ours, we're really excited about.
Yeah.
I really think it's a lot of people are gonna like it.
Great.
Yeah. We just record we're just out of studio. We're always like most excited when we just finished something.
Yeah.
And we just left.
That's a relief, but you're also dying to share with people.
Yeah.
But you have to be patient.
You have to be patient. I know. I'm not good at that.
And an album then is probably, we'll see where we go.
Yeah.
We'll
definitely release an album sometime in the future. We're just not in a rush, you know.
Yeah. And it's only just around 10 months since you got together.
Yeah.
It's probably been a bit crazy, and you know, there's been so much happening in a short space of time.
Yeah. We really planned on, I think when we got together as a band, we planned on spending a long while building up songs and videos and stuff, and then releasing it later. And then stuff just kept happening. That was like, oh, well, if we're being played in Anfield, we might as well do some gigs, you know, but we were kind of thrown in the deep end, which is brilliant. I mean, you want that.
It's been, and it's kind of a balancing act where you're kind of going, I kind of have to do this thing this week, but there's like an interview with the newspaper, big newspaper, so I might just put that off for a while.
Exactly,
and switch things around a bit.
Yeah.
And also, how do you find, in general terms, do you find at the moment, like say in the last year or so, that there's a huge amount of music coming out of Ireland, but Dublin particularly, obviously, because population wise, do you find it's kind of difficult to, in some ways, to compete with, for publicity, or that there's almost like you're kind of wondering what place in the kind of queue you're going to be in?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, there is. Yeah. There's loads of good music, but I really do think, rising tide, what's that saying? The rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah. Like,
a lot of bands are really supportive, and the more good music is out there, the more people want to go out and see good music.
Exactly.
More bands get known. And also I think all the good bands that are out there at the moment, the ones that are doing well, they've all got their own thing. They're not in a queue of other bands that are all doing similar stuff. They've all got their own sound.
Yeah.
I think the same with us. I think we've got our own sound, that we're not looking at other bands thinking we want a bit of what they have.
Yeah.
It's like, what they have is brilliant, and we've got this other thing.
And I think if you start doing that, then you kind of lose your edge, and you just start slipping into a kind of grey area, and people are like, oh, there's nothing so special about them, kind of thing. Yeah, so in terms of, when the new EP is out and everything, and all your other Monster news, where will be the best places for people to visit and find out? monstermusic.com. Okay. We're also on Facebook, Monster Music, I think. Yeah. And Twitter, Mon Muse. And we're not on Instagram, I don't think. But anyway, Monster Music.
LoveHate.com. You'll find everything.
Yeah, you have enough platforms to keep you kind of occupied
Yeah.
by delving into Instagram and other areas for now, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Rena, thanks very much for coming into us here at Soundfeed, and for those of you watching, you'll catch Rena and Mick with their EP release on the 23rd of October in Whelan's Live.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, thank you.